Hi guys, stay patient here. I'm just about to start playing some Drive Club, some of the DLC, and it reminded me that I haven't yet uploaded a video bringing a petition that I've got on the go to your attention. Now this petition is going to appeal mostly to racing game fans, and especially those who've got a steering wheel, accessory from last generation. Now many of you will know that Sony have decided not to support the Logitech or Fanatec racing wheels. Now this causes a big problem because a lot of people own those wheels from last generation, because both brands were supported by the PlayStation 3. But what Sony have done is they've obviously struck up a deal with Thrustmaster, who are another racing wheel developer, and they've arranged that Thrustmaster will make the wheel that works with the PlayStation 4. Now of course the main issue, as we mentioned, is the fact that many people own a Logitech or a Fanatec wheel, and this move from Sony kind of makes our wheels worthless now. I mean, they can still be used with PC, or if you want to go back and play old PlayStation 3 games, but of course everybody wants to move forward. You buy a PlayStation 4 because it's the it's the next iteration, it's the most up-to-date gaming console, and you want to be able to use your high-quality accessories with it. The other issue is, of course, that even if you did have all the money in the world, you could go out and buy a Thrustmaster wheel, but the wheels that they make are nowhere near as good as the Logitech or the Fanatec wheels. So even for those of you who don't yet own a steering wheel, it would benefit everybody, whether you own one or not, especially if Logitech was supported on the PS4, because they make the best wheels. So if you already own one, you'd like to be able to use it on PS4. If you don't own one yet and you're planning on buying a wheel, then the Logitech wheels are the best quality ones. The Fanatec ones are close behind, and of course the Thrustmaster ones, which are the only ones that we can actually use on the PS4 at the moment, are probably the lowest quality of the three main developers. So I've set up a petition. It's been going for probably about 9 months now, and although I haven't done any sort of promoting of it on Facebook or on Twitter, because I didn't want people who aren't gamers signing it just to help out the petition, because of course if Sony were to randomly email a few of the signers, just to see how intent they were on having this change, then it may well be that a lot of people might not have remembered signing it if I just spread it on Facebook and asked for people's help. So I left it to people who were truly interested in this cause. It's been found on Google a lot. Other people have promoted it through their own means, and I've posted it on some basic forums and things, but despite not really promoting it a huge amount, it's already reached over 11,000 signatures. So it's clear that a lot of people are concerned about this issue, and of course it makes sense, because we don't want to be landed with a piece of plastic that we spent hundreds of pounds on that is now next to useless or worthless. And of course even the resale value has been affected, because these wheels are no longer really usable on the most up-to-date hardware. Now as I mentioned, Sony have got this deal with Thrustmaster. They have mentioned that it's not possible for the PS4 to support these other wheels, but I've had some people on the petition have left messages and comments and things explaining how things work, because it's something I'm not really all that keyed up on. But basically they've said that the hardware for the PS4 is sort of locked. They've locked it so that third-party developers of accessories and peripherals, people can't use third-party accessories on the PS4 because they don't want people using lower quality gear with their console, which is fair enough. But of course this lock on the PS4, all it needs is a key, and they've given that key to Thrustmaster so they can incorporate it into their accessories, their steering wheels especially. And all it would need is for them to give that key to Logitech and Fanatec, because of course they are renowned third-party developers of hardware and accessories. So it's not like they're going to be people are going to be using rubbish Logitech stuff and having it affect the PlayStation console or affect their gaming experience. So it is something that is possible, and it's really in Sony's court now. They need to make the change. They're obviously thinking that they're going to make more money by forcing racing game fans to have to buy a new wheel and striking up that deal with Thrustmaster so that both companies benefit when people do buy a wheel. But of course they're forgetting the fact that there are lots and lots of gamers out there, many of which have commented on the petition, that have said they won't be buying a PS4 unless it supports the wheels that they've spent hundreds of pounds on. And this makes sense, because if you're a racing game fan and you're used to using a high quality wheel, firstly you don't want to go back to using a controller, because if you're used to a wheel and you love your racing games, it's just not the same. And secondly, you don't want to have to buy a new steering wheel when you already own one. And worse still, you don't want to have to buy a lower quality steering wheel. If you already have the best steering wheel on the market, you don't want to take a step back and have to buy an inferior product just because it's the only one that works with the PlayStation 4. So this is this is an issue that a lot of people are aware of. If you're not, then I just thought, I'd quickly explain what was happening. And we really hope that with enough signatures we can prompt Sony to make a change, because they're claiming to be for the players this generation, and they've done a good job of that so far with many of the decisions that they've made different decisions to Xbox, and Xbox have even had to follow suit on many of the things just to be able to keep up. But this is one thing that is really affecting a lot of gamers negatively, and it's also affecting Sony negatively, because they're losing a lot of sales to these racing game fans. So if it's something that it concerns you, whether you were aware of it or not, tongue-tied, go across to the petition, sign it, and please pass it on to others. If you have any way of reaching other people who also care about this, if you're a big tweeter, or maybe you have a lot of gamer friends on Facebook, whatever it is, just pass this on to other people, and hopefully we can get enough signatures. The link for the petition will be in the video description, so just scroll down there, find the link. It might need copying and pasting into your browser. I'm not sure whether YouTube will post it as an actual link or whether it will just be text, so either click on it or copy and paste it and get your signature there. Promote it in any way you can, and of course don't forget to like the video so that other people can see it, and subscribe to my channel for more gaming news, walkthroughs and guides and whatnot. So thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for your support in advance. I've been Stay Patient, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.